Armani Aman, and welcome to The Network, where we go behind the scenes on each episode to take you into an in-depth look at what it takes to make a production. Whether or not it's a television show, a video, or running your own firm, our guests come in and give you the blow-by-blow details of their story and their struggle. When I come back, we'll have my first guest. And welcome back to The Network. I'm sitting here with my first guest, Batua Gunson, who is a entrepreneur to like the 10th degree. He started his own brand and marketing company. He does everything from simple logo design to running a multi-million-dollar campaign. Batua, welcome here.
How you doing?
Oh, well, I'm glad to have you. So, tell us about Iron Global.
So Iron Global is a full brand marketing and advertising agency. We do everything from logo designs to full brand ad campaigns. Some of our clients right now are NASCAR, Bentley Motors, Burberry, Microsoft, and we also have Google and a few other entertainment acts.
Okay, well, I see you repping Burberry.
Well, you know.
You're like a walking advertisement, huh?
You got to be into what your clients are into,
right.
Otherwise you can't sell it.
Right.
So
if you don't believe
if
in
I don't
the product,
believe in it,
right.
I'm not gonna wear it if I don't really believe it, or I'm not gonna try to. It's easy to take the dollar from them, but I'd rather believe in the product.
Yeah. That's like, I remember seeing, I think it was behind the scenes of a commercial, and the lady had to sip the soda, and she was like, and she was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. She had to spit it out.
Right.
She was like, no, this has never worked.
Yeah, you see a lot of people that are taking endorsements, and they're not into that particular scenario, and you could tell. Like, it doesn't come off genuine. We like organic and original content. We like it to feel like it's natural.
Okay. So how did you get into that? Did you go to school for marketing? Is it something that you just said, you know what, I've got some ideas for some campaigns, I can do some advertising? Like, how exactly did you get into the whole marketing part of the business? Because it is a multi-billion-dollar business.
It is. I actually stumbled into it. I have 2 degrees in computer engineering, but it wasn't my passion. I didn't want to sit behind a computer all day. I genuinely like interacting with people. So at the time, I was doing some role management for some of Lil Jon's acts, and just kept on going from there. So everything that the agency knows, I've taught myself, or I've had some individuals show me the ropes.
So you deal with NASCAR, you're dealing with Burberry, you said Bentley, and basically being a brand manager or doing some brand integration, what does that entail? Do you say, well, let me put this with this and we kind of make it work? How does your job actually work?
It similar to what you just said. It's pretty much, you come up with a concept. You say, okay, well, this particular customer base could rock with this particular customer base, but they don't know each other.
Okay.
So how do we bring them together to where it's now a more integrated customer base that's on a larger scale? So we create those particular elements, events, campaigns, digital formats, content-driven platforms, to where now everybody's getting familiar with each other's face.
Okay. So is that the same if I'm watching my favorite show and I see somebody drinking a Pepsi? Is that sort of what you do? Or if I see,
Exactly.
you know, I was watching one movie, I think it was Suits, and everybody there got into a different type of BMW. Right. Not at the same time, but when they actually got in their car, they got into a BMW.
That's product integration.
Basically, so BMW, they did brand integration with that particular story or whatever, and that's how they're getting.
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, is there any particular brand that you feel does better in the Atlanta market? I know that there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of businesses. Everybody's looking to be associated with something. You've got all kinds of singers, sports icons. You've got everybody here. And then, like you said, you've got Bentley, you've got Audi, you've got Mercedes. What brand is your favorite one to work with, and which one is more popular here as far as integration?
Honestly, my favorite brand right now is Tesla. Okay. Tesla, we've been doing several activations for them in the Atlanta market. They're an upstart company, actually. Right. Like, outside of what they've been doing, they're still an upstart. and their creativity and pivot room has been amazing for us to really get in there and show what the brand is about. So we have several activations coming up for them. We recently did an activation with them and the mayor's office and Janelle Monáe, I think this past November.
Okay.
And received well. Everybody understood Janelle is actually a Tesla owner. So that's one of those things where you bring in people that can really attest to what the brand is about because she drives it.
Right.
Like,
and I see the marketing. It got me into a showroom. Like I'm scheduled for a test drive
there you go.
Tuesday.
Right.
So it got me into the showroom. So I see the marketing. So when we're looking at that marketing, you're walking through Lenox Mall or you're walking through King of Prussia Mall or whatever mall you're walking through and you see the little Tesla shop and you see all the different point of purchase. Is that something that you're responsible for? Or are you more straight to the people type thing, doing events and just actually getting a product out of there? Are you print or are you more product?
It's a little bit of everything. It's more, we can design the point of sale information, but we more so activations and events, utilizing different advertisement mediums to showcase the brand and just really showing people what the options are for them. Like when we started working with NASCAR, it was, we have their first African-American female racer as a client.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't know that there are many opportunities for African Americans to get into the sport. But because those opportunities haven't been presented to us, we don't know about it. Like, for example, say a football player, his whole life he wanted to be a football player. He didn't make it. You can go be on NASCAR's pit crew team, making 6 figures a year starting out, but you have to go into their job placement program, which is a 3-year placement program. You have to move to North Carolina, but it's 100% job guarantee that you'll get a job.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know many people that are giving you 100% guarantee to make 6 figures, but that's an option. And if that's what we like to look at. We like to look at the opportunities. How do we bring these opportunities and showcase it so people can have those options?
Okay. Now let me ask you the question before we break. There's a lot of smaller companies, you know, smaller film companies, production companies, a lot of artists, and they're trying to get attached. They want to have the brand recognition of being affiliated with a brand, you know, whether or not it's... Hi, I'm Armani, and welcome back to The Network. My next guest is Amber Grimes, and I'm sure you've seen her on the new hit reality series, Like a Boss.
I hope.
Welcome, Amber. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
So, Like a Boss. You're already a boss, so how is that for you? How is it playing like an assistant or trying to climb up to be a boss when you're already a boss?
It was humbling for me because that people like to throw that word around a lot. And not to say that they're not deserving of it, even myself, but getting to work for someone who is a real boss like Nick Cannon, who's doing a million things and doing them effortlessly, it humbled me and, you know, let me know that there's more that I could be doing. So I like to think of myself as a boss, but I know that I still have things to learn.
Right. So is Nick Cannon doing them effortlessly, or does he have a band of people that are doing them for him, and it makes it seem like it's effortless?
That's what they don't want you to know. But he does have a band of people. I'm not his only assistant. He's got one in LA. He's got one in New York. And thank God for that. But it's pretty effortlessly because he's been doing this for so long. And so just seeing someone like, we don't have enough time in this show for me to run down his resume, like currently. Yeah. But he's just an incredible person to watch and say like, gosh, like he's using all the Beyonce 24 hours in his day. Really? To make it happen. It's incredible.
Wow. So in working with him, have you learned a lot from him? Do you actually get to interact with him?
I do. I'm here in Atlanta, so he's all over the place. So when I do get to interact with him, I try to make sure that I always, you know, take advantage of that opportunity because I want to see it, you know, him ripping and running and how he's so organized, always on time. And, you know, that's something that I would like to be because you get kind of, you know, set in your ways and you think you're popping a little bit and you can be late. And then you have someone like this who's he follows the rules, and he's respectful to the people that he works with in production. So it's okay, cool. You always want to make sure you're being a good person. So that's one of the things that I learned from him, is that no matter how much money you make or what level you're on, you always want to remain a good person and have a good rapport with everyone,
Right.
the mic man, the cameraman, everybody, because everyone deserves that respect.
Okay. So what made you decide to go on the show? Why did you even want to be a part of it? I mean, it's a fantastic opportunity, but again, you're an entrepreneur. You've done a lot of different things on your own right. So what made you decide, hey, I want to go on this reality show and be an assistant?
I had many reservations about it.
Okay.
The creator of the show is actually Nick Cannon's former assistant, and she's a very close friend of mine. So I had backed out and backed in several times with her calling me and saying like, yo, you got to do this. And even just the taking the position as Nick's assistant, as you said, it was a step back for me, because I was assisting someone in the past, and I felt like I learned everything I needed to go on and do my own thing. And for what I want to do, which is everything, it was really a godsend for me to get this opportunity to sit my butt down and say, hey, this person's doing what you want to do, so you need to take lessons.
Right,
So.
right. But on the show, as well as in your personal life, you said, you know what, I need to take a step back because I do have my own company. I do my own thing. And so I am a boss, and I need to start being a boss in my own square.
Absolutely.
And that's where the power sweat, power woman
Look,
sweat.
Power Women Sweat, you are not trying to work out with me.
No, I can't even imagine it. I'm not imagining it.
It's fun. I started this event, Power Women Sweat, with my company, Cardi Brand Agency. I was working with Reebok. I've been their brand ambassador in Atlanta for 3 years, and I said, hey, like, I want to do something that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I see when I work with women is that we're so nasty to each other sometimes, and it's mind-boggling because there's so many opportunities we can provide each other, and we're just, we don't want to talk, and we want to stand in the corner, only talk to who we brought. And so this event, although we work out, the major part of it is about the networking. So I'm providing an environment where these women can come together and feel welcome and talk to people that they don't know, and the response to it has been incredible. So I've been in the room now with hairstylists, marine biologists, women that work at Delta, because we always need a buddy pass.
Right. Right.
People that work in TV, people that work in music, all in the same room, and they are talking to each other.
Right.
And so that's been the most powerful part of that. And then the workout's just how I trick y'all into being better friends.
Yeah.
Because
because you put the word sweat in there.
Yeah.
So, it would have been a difference if it was just a power women workout, because then you can opt to sweat, but you've made it
you can opt to sweat. It's mandatory to sweat.
So I'm gonna have to know.
And see what the sweating part does. It's kind of bringing all the women in the room and putting out our biggest insecurity is our bodies and how we look.
Right.
And here we're all doing the same thing. And you see my little skinny butt struggling, and this girl over here, and so you start to feel more connected because we all have the same struggles, although we all look different.
Right.
And that's kind of what that is. But Power Women is my brand, so I also do a Power Women Speak, which is a business seminar where I get to encourage young women on how to wake up and make their dreams come true and stop talking about it.
Which is very important. And we talk about that, and I can't stress it enough, because our children, our young people, our young ladies, they are the voice that we will eventually be listening to. Whether or not it's a reckless sounding voice or a reasonable sounding voice, that's the voice we're going to hear. So it's very important to continuously encourage them. And with people like yourself who is doing and making the way, and also showing like, listen, here's my light. You can follow it, or you can also flicker your own light and follow your own path. And that's very, very important.
Thank you so much.
So if we wanted to get to, not I, but if somebody
You're coming. You're going to have a great time.
wanted to do your Power Women Sweat, is it something they need to be invited into, or can they register? Can they come to a website? What has to happen?
Absolutely. They can come to powerwomensweat.com. Also, you can register on Cardi Brand Agency, so I like to keep it all over the map. It's a free class all the time. I'll never charge for it. Reebok sponsors it and other sponsors, so it's something that you can just come to and have fun. I would hate for $10 or $20 to be the reason why someone couldn't come network or have a great time. So it's open to everybody, all ages. Yeah, it's there.
Well, thank you so very much for
you.
coming. And before I let you go, you said you've been a brand ambassador for Reebok for 3 years. Is that exciting for you? They've got, like, I've seen, there's a lot of Nike push, and now we've got the Under Armour push and the New Balance push. Is Reebok about to push back? Because, it seemed that once Allen Iverson stopped wearing his. It was like, what?
Well, his shoes are they're one of the greatest for them. The Shaqs and any of the questions that they put out. So I mean, he's always going to run it. But I love working with Reebok because they're an underdog. Okay. And although they're on top with athletics in the urban and the lifestyle world, they're an underdog. So it's always better to be you don't always want to be the Kobe on the team. Right. I like working with people where we can work and we can make a difference instead of just saying, oh, I work at Nike. They're always doing well.
Right.
So. Okay. I like the hard work. I don't know.
Yeah, but clearly. So thank you so much for coming.
You.
We really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see about this Power Women sweat.
You're coming. It's already done.
We'll be right back.
And now listen to your mama. The world is a dark, cruel place without money. So no matter how you get it, laying on your back or printing it yourself, you make sure you get it.
I'm worried about you. I already lost my mom. I don't want to lose you either.
I don't want you worrying about me. I got me. I want to change my life, baby. I want to get off the dark side.
I'm going to be ready in a minute.
How may I help you today?
I would like to make a deposit. It's the first time that we're dealing with these folks, so we just need to be careful.
Excuse me, miss. Did you drop this?
Stop wasting my damn time. Give me what I need, or your ass is going to jail.
I've got the photos.
I'm just tired, man.
Tired of what? Money?
Man, I'm sick of all the changes we had to go through to get you the money. We need to make an exit plan. My name is Armani Iman, and I am the CEO of Mosaic Entertainment House.
Ain't nothing wrong with being scared. Fear keeps you alert.
Fuck normal.
Make sure you get it.
Hi, and welcome back. I am sitting here with world famous, award winning, oh my gracious, I'm such a fan, author Zane. It is such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Everybody that I know has read one of your books. Everyone.
Thank you.
We've from Sex Chronicles, like everything. And when we hear Zane, we're like, wow. And then, to actually meet you is like, oh my goodness, this is her. I want to take a picture.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
How long have you been writing?
I have been writing since 1997, but my first book actually came out in May of 2000.
And you just kind of picked, what made you go into the ultra sexy Harlequin romance
It's
direction?
so funny. I just started writing. I'm just a very detailed writer, so no one was more shocked than I was when people were like, oh, that's the hottest erotica I've read, because I never had read erotica. I was just doing me.
Right.
So I was really surprised that people were not as sexually open as I thought they were.
Okay.
I just assumed everybody was.
You just kept writing and kept writing.
Yeah, but then when I realized when women started emailing me or coming up to me and thanking me for making them feel like they're normal or for making them feel liberated sexually, I was like, okay, well, this is kind of cool.
Right.
Because I just always thought everybody was.
Right. So when you write, you're writing basically from just your own thoughts and you're just going as you come along. It's not, do you have an inspiration for your books?
I do. I always have inspiration for every book. Like my new book, Vengeance, is coming out May 24th. Even though it is very sexual, like my other books, the underlying story is about the generational curse of mental illness in one family.
Okay.
So I always have a purpose, a deeper purpose behind each one of my books.
Okay. So you sit down, a normal day for Zane. You get up in the morning, you make a cup of coffee, and you say, let me shock the world with one of my...
Honestly, I do most of my writing like late at night, because what a lot of people don't know about me is that I also run the largest African American imprint in the world.
Oh.
So I actually have published 108 other authors to date. And I publish another book every single Tuesday, at least one book every Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
By someone else.
Okay. Okay, well that is amazing, and I did not.
Yeah,
know
so
that.
like I've published Judge Mathis. I published Marion Barry's New York Times bestselling memoir. I published Keith Sweat, Ray J, and a whole lot of other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing. We've interviewed quite a few different authors, and I've talked to some, and I know a couple of people that are writing books, and they're saying, we can't really get our book out there. How do we get our book out there? And when you think of the publishing houses, you think of the Banton, and you think of, all the different big ones that you hear.
Right. Well, I
in New
actually
York.
run 2 imprints at Simon & Schuster.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'm a publisher. I'm running 2 of their imprints, actually. Stray Word Books and Infinite Words.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So really, somebody that's an independent author could get published.
Yes.
You just have to go through a third party like yourself.
Well, I mean, I'm like there's the traditional publishers if they went through another publisher there.
Oh, so you're straight, you're just the business. You can be the beginning and the end for them.
I make the final decisions about my imprints, yes.
Okay. Okay. No problem. So, Addicted. You wrote the book and you executive produced it.
Yes.
How was that?
It was great. The cast was great. It was very easy to pick the cast because we had talked about doing this movie before, and Lionsgate came back around and said they really wanted to still do it. So it happened pretty quickly when it finally happened. Okay. So Billy Woodruff, who I knew way before the movie, came on as the director. And then a lot of the cast was like, I would be sitting on my couch at home. He's like, what do you think about, he'll call me and say, what do you think about Boris as the husband? I'm like, okay, but if we have him as the husband, then we have to have somebody really hot as her, Lover. We came up with the whole idea of William Levi, which was great because that was actually his first American speaking role. Oh. And he did a wonderful job.
Yes, he did. I recently saw the movie.
Yeah.
And you can still see the movie. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's actually one of the most popular movies on Netflix right now.
And
on
it's also,
Hulu.
I believe, on Vudu. So that's really good. And it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's doing very well.
Yes.
Was that your executive producer debut, or have you done other things before?
Well, I actually have executive produced 2 cable series on Cinemax. Zane's Sex Chronicles was actually, at the time, was their highest rated series in history. And Zane's The Jump Off, and both of them actually still come on. But I did everything. I created them, wrote all the scripts, executive produced them, and not like a typical writer that gets an executive producer credit.
Okay.
I was the actual executive producer, meaning I was on set 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, actually running the whole shebang.
Oh, wow.
So it was a great learning experience for me. So now I'm getting ready to get more into production, which is why I relocated to Atlanta. Okay. I'm getting ready to really jump into film and television production full time because there are not that many African American female showrunners who actually can run a show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's very important. As a matter of fact, with the projects that we do, that's one of the main things. And the networks want to know who's your showrunner.
Exactly.
And you also want to make sure that whoever your showrunner is, they have a like voice.
Right.
You don't want someone that may not even know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
To have the run of the show. So that is very important. You said you've just relocated here. Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Maryland, although I did live in Atlanta a long time ago. I actually graduated from Benjamin E. Mays High School.
Oh, okay.
And I was the first jointly enrolled student they ever had at Spelman. I was a guinea pig, the first young lady they let attend high school and college at the same time. Now they have many of them, but I was the first one. I had to convince them to let me do it, but they did. So like the next year, I think they had like 12, and now it's really an ongoing program.
And how was that experience?
It was great. It was great. Yeah,
Right.
yes.
So your next book, Vengeance. When are we expecting that?
Comes out May 24th, and I'm actually having a couple events here in Atlanta, including at the Shrine of the Black Madonna.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm going on a big tour, and I'm very excited about the book. It's actually the 3rd book in the Addicted series.
Oh, okay.
So people have been waiting for this one for a minute, and it's much deeper than Addicted. People laugh when I said that Nervous was going to make Addicted look innocent and virginal until they read the book.
Right.
And then Nervous came out and won a bunch of awards and stuff, but this one is even deeper. So
wow.
I'm very excited to see the reaction of people with this book.
Okay. So where can we see your events or your book signings? How can we track your tour?
The best way to find me is on Facebook at Author Zane and on Twitter at Author Zane, and I'm on Instagram at Planet Zane. But I have a very active Facebook page because
Okay.
I do advice email as well. I've been doing that all along, actually since before I even had a book come out.
Okay, Vice email.
Advice email.
So
I used to be
somebody
the
has-
advice columnist for Ebony for a while,
Okay.
and I did a lot of stuff with Essence, but I have been answering advice actually for 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if somebody has a book that they want to submit to you, they can just contact you.
They
through
can
Facebook?
contact, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was so nice to have you,
I'm
and
glad
it's a
to be
pleasure
here.
to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Armani, and welcome back to the network. I have celebrity stylist, magazine owner, cosmetic line owner, Julian Lark. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh man, I'm fantastic, and I'm better now because you're here, and I want to thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So, founder of Control Magazine.
Yes,
You're still in print.
I am.
With all the digital craze of downloads, and you can catch me on YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, how are you able to still be in print?
I think it's a need for print, and people still want print. We started out as digital publication, and as starting out, different publicists and artists and stuff didn't want to be digitalized. They wanted to be able to pick up a magazine, go to a store, and physically hold it in their hands. And so we created, or we came out with the magazine online.
And you're still surviving? You're still going? And like, where is your magazine at?
We're sold nationally through Barnes & Nobles in America and Canada.
Okay. Oh, okay. So literally, someone could walk in, or like, are you on a regular like local magazine stand? Can someone
well,
go right
not
to it?
well. We're sold in Barnes and Nobles, so
Okay.
you actually have to go to Barnes and Nobles and pick up the magazine. But we're sold in Women Interest, next to Vogue and Elle and Harper's Bazaar and all of those other publications.
Wow. So that's exciting.
Yes,
That is
we're really
exciting.
happy. We just signed another 4-year contract with Barnes and Noble, so we're excited.
Oh wow! And now also you have your own. We've always had your own Revel makeup line.
Well, I've had it for the past 3 years. As a wardrobe stylist, I wanted to set something apart from Control Magazine, and so I created a cosmetics line, and now we've actually gone into having an online boutique as well. So now when people want me to style them, they can buy clothing that I actually hand pick myself, which is affordable clothing without it breaking the bank and still, feasible. Because a lot of times you have these online boutiques who sell really cheap clothes.
Right.
And now we have something that's a little more affordable, but still looks high end.
Right. So I've got some samples here, some goodies, and these are your brand of, lip glosses.
Lip glosses and lip stains.
Okay, lip stain.
Lip stains. So lip stains are 8-hour long wear.
Okay.
You can wear them for up to 8 hours. You can smoke, you can drink, you can kiss, you can have coffee, tea, and it's not coming off for 8 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so now Revel.
Revel.
Where can we get it?
You can find Revel at Ultimate Beauty Supply Store up in Alpharetta, Georgia.
Okay.
You can also find it at Lala's Beauty Supply in Orlando, Florida, and you can buy it on our website at revelbyjl.com.
Okay, now when you make up and you style different people, are you using your own brand?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
We always want to make sure that people get a chance to try it, test it out, and that helps the customer want to come back more.
Right, and you've got a wide array of colors. So how many hues does all of this come in? Like, do your lip glosses come in like...
I say our lip glosses, we have about 10 different lip glosses. Our lip stains, we have maybe about 25. And then we have lipsticks, we have eyeshadows, we have lip pencils. We actually just came out with foundation this spring.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Okay, wow. So you are a complete makeup line.
We are a complete makeup line.
And when you make up, you use your own brand and your own model. Let me ask you this question. MAC. Everybody goes to MAC. Everybody wants MAC. Everybody's like, and the MAC store is always crowded. And then you have your brand.
Correct.
And if you were to say to yourselves, okay, in comparison, what, is it the same?
It's pretty much the same. We have a lot of makeup artists that use our product, and they compare it to MAC. They say it's just as good as MAC, but it's a little bit more affordable.
Okay. And so for a lip gloss, how much are we paying?
You're running for a lip gloss, you're running about $12. A lip stain, you're running about $15. A lipstick, $16. Foundation's $20.
So it is a lot more affordable.
Yes, a lot more affordable.
And then you're a celebrity stylist.
Yes.
Who'd you style?
I've styled a little bit of everybody. I've styled Boris and Nicole. I've styled Raven Simone. I've styled Brandy, Ray J, Melinda Williams, Terry J. Vaughn, Little Kim, Cynthia Bailey.
Right. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite person to style, Melinda Williams so far. She's one of my favorite clients. She's very honest and pure and true all the way through. So that's amazing for me. Raven Simone, because she's about her business. So she was amazing to work with as well.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, all righty. So if someone wants to be styled by you, how do they get in contact?
You can contact me on my website, julianrlark.com. All of my information is on there, and you can follow me on Instagram. I get a lot of people hit me up through DM and Twitter on Instagram, and I've booked a lot of clients that way as well.
Okay, does somebody need to be a celebrity to be styled by?
No, not at all. I work with anybody who wants to take or transition themselves to another level.
Oh, okay. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Julian Lark. And when we come back, we'll have our hot topic in a minute. Hi, I'm Armani, and welcome back to the network. I am sitting with Nicola Blandon, who is my co-host for the hot topic. But before we get to that, I want to chat with her because I like to pick with her when she comes down, mess with her when she comes and does all that stuff. So, what's been up?
Everything. Working.
Everything.
Yes, working. Just try to do everything that we can possibly do in Atlanta.
We've got a couple of projects.
We got a couple of projects going on, and I have some clients out there doing what they need to do. So we just doing it.
And then you've got Dice, which everybody loves.
Yes,
you know, you keep her working. So
absolutely.
You're managing. You're a co-executive producer. You produce. You have done some directing. So you've just kind of, and you've got a baby girl and 3 big boys. So you just kind of just.
Oh, okay. So you going there?
Yeah, we gotta wrap it all in. So people don't think that you just came up here.
Okay. Yeah, I did not wake up like this. So. Mother of 4. Yeah, so 10 and 25, 23, and 21.
Oh. Ooh, yeah, that
and
was
10.
mouthful.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. Yeah.
You did say 10.
Yes,
that's
at 10. That one took me back a couple times. Special.
Right. So right before we break to bring the rest of our guests back on, the current events.
Yeah.
We've got a heated presidential race. It's heated.
Okay.
It's crazy because we see so many different directions. And to me, because I like to talk about emotion and spirit, it seems to me that a lot of our basest emotions is being exposed. Like a lot of the hate is being thrown around a lot.
Right.
You know, and we're talking about different candidates.
Right.
You know, Trump is a hot ticket.
Right.
You know, originally he was running, I believe, conservative or third party. And he failed miserably when he first came out against, you know, our now President Barack Obama. And then he threw his hat back in the ring now that Obama cannot be reelected.
Right.
And he's running on the Republican ticket. But I've not heard him yet make a statement about an issue. Everything is just basically, if somebody doesn't do it right, kick them out. We don't like these people, kick them out.
Right.
We don't want this here, kick them out. And I think that what is exposing us as a country is how much of a lead he actually has in the race.
Yeah.
So I don't even think it's about the race. It's just us as a country. Have we really come as far as we think that we've come?
We have. And I can honestly say that with Trump being out there exposing everything, no. And simply because, you know, you have so many people that are closed-minded about a lot of issues and about a lot of things. They kind of sweep things under the rug for the time being to, what I must say, take what's right, not the what's right now, but what's going on right now, and then just say, okay, well, I'm gonna look at it this way, but I'm not really going to have a voice about it. I'm just going to kind of sit back or whatever and not say anything at the moment until a major issue happens and all of a sudden everybody has this opinion.
Right.
But you didn't have this opinion before, all of this transpired, but now all of a sudden you have this opinion because they have this front man, is what I consider him to be, to basically hide behind. When you look at everything that's going on now and today, you have a lot of African American women, African American men doing big things in America. And then you have the Caucasian race and the Jewish race and the Asian races doing, just the same. But when the African American race take and do it, there's a problem. There's an issue. They want to look at all of the negative impact that we so-called or quote unquote done or not done. But then as well as with us being African Americans, we also have to have a voice. We can't just sit there and just let things be swept aside. Everybody has to be able to have that moment to speak up. Right. Although he is the front man for hate right now, because that's what everybody's looking at. Oh, well, he's doing this, and we can't stand this one, and we can't stand that one, and we can't stand this one. Well, what can you stand?
Right.
What do you stand for?
Right, and hold that thought. When we come back, we're going to bring some of our guests back, and we're going to further expand on that topic. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. I'm Armani, and this is The Network. So we have all our guests and my guest co-hosts, and we're talking about how far have we actually come with that word hate. Just to recap, we were talking about the presidential election, and not necessarily about the candidates, but the fact that the forerunner in the presidential race happens to be running basically on a ballot of hate. He's not talked about any issues. He's not talked about anything relevant to the state of the United States, other than the fact that let's deport these people, throw these people out, build a wall, and let another set of class of people in. So it just kind of makes you wonder, how far have we come? I was just down at the Bonner Brothers convention, and at the same time they had a Trump convention, and it was wall-to-wall people. And I never in a million years would have assumed that many people would have come out based on his ballot. So I guess the question is, have we really come as far as we think we have?
No, we have not. But I think everybody should keep in mind that he's the front runner in the Republican vote. And vote by vote, Hillary Clinton still has at least like 2.5 million more votes than Donald Trump. Right. So I think that we're very comfortable going into the general election. I don't see him actually like winning the presidency or anything, but he's made people feel relaxed again to be able to openly be racist, for sure.
Right, and that's what I think. Whether or not he becomes president or not, I don't even think that's an issue. I don't think that will ever happen.
Right.
But it's just the fact that you're absolutely right. People very, very comfortable now with openly hating different classes of people. There have always been bigots.
Right.
We know that the KKK does exist.
Right.
We know that there's always secret haters, there's sexists, there's secret haters of all different types of genres of people. But now people are just willingly coming out and saying white's all right, and they're doing it everywhere.
What's really fascinating are the black people that are supporting Trump.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I'm still like, what? I
Yeah.
mean, do you hear what I hear? Do you not hear that, he's
Right.
literally just making you look like a clown
Right, exactly.
on so many levels?
I think as a generation right now, we are like riding off of hate, like everything that we have in social media, we're kind of glamorizing people that we hate. I'm sorry, glorifying people that we hate. So like, Kardashians, for example, we hate to love them, but they're everywhere all the time in our faces. And social media, everybody loves to be, what do they call them? Keyboard gangsters. And they're on the shade rooms and all those things, just talking bad about people they don't know. And so now the rappers, they're exposing their hate, even if it's for Trump. Now we have songs like F Donald Trump, and respect that that's how you feel, but it's exposing everybody's hate from every side, whether we agree with that hate. You know, now everybody's being hateful. So he's actually running off of something that's popular right now, and I think he's just taking advantage of everybody's want to say their opinion, whether it's good or bad.
Right, and he's getting a lot of attention. I've never seen an election where someone gets so much attention saying ridiculous stuff.
It's really sad at the end of the day, because we as people should know better, especially after all that we've been through.
Absolutely.
You know, it's so to see even our people supporting him, it just makes it hard to even watch.
But see, now let's go back to that, because Trump, even though he's arrogant, you know, somebody even call him ignorant, maybe call him a buffoon, he's not stupid. He's not actually come out against African American people. He's not said anything as far as black people are concerned in public, or you know, where he's done as far as Mexicans and all of that. But yet, the African American community is automatically up in arms. If he becomes president, I want to go back to Africa, or I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Is it because as a people, we automatically feel that there's going to be some retribution against us if someone like him gets in the office? Is it because...
Oh, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason he hasn't really said anything about blacks is because he knows he cannot, like, deport us. You know, he's talked about the Muslims and the Mexicans and anybody he possibly can try to insinuate that he can kick out the country. That's another thing. People really believe even if he won, he's not going to have the power to do any of that. And if you build a 30-foot wall, all you need is a 31-foot ladder, and those already exist. You know, I'm like thinking to myself, you know, people like, he's talking about the wall, we are going to build a wall. I'm thinking they sell 31-foot ladders at Home Depot. So it's like, really, like, what is that really going to do?
I think people of color always feel offended when you're bashing another person of color, because we're all one. So if it's the Hispanics or, you know, whatever it is, we have to kind of band together because we're not far removed. So if you'll do it to them, what will you do to us?
Absolutely. But I just can't help to think back to the 60s. I mean, like, before Martin Luther King ever marched, before Jesse Jackson, before any of the civil rights movements, we've got a guy that's openly just, again, brandishing that I could do whatever I want to do, say whatever I want to say, and nobody's going to stop me. And no one is stopping him. And his groundswell, even though Hillary is actually beating him in the race and, you know, will probably comfortably win. But at the end of the day, it's just the fact that, you know, before they were kind of coy with how they acted, you know, because they knew they needed, you know what I mean, the black vote. We know that we needed this vote. We know that, you know, these people, even if we don't like them in public, you know what I mean? We in private, we know we need them in public. And then for this guy to get up there and not say anything but, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Yeah, and that's why he won't win, because he still does need the black vote. He needs the black vote. He needs the Latino vote. He needs the female vote. And he's not going to get any of that in the general election.
It's not even surprising, though. People have given Trump the voice to say and do what he wanted to do for years. So the fact that he's actually doing it as a electee, it's not surprising.
It's nothing different.
It's not surprising.
I think it's surprising that people forget the fact that this is the same man that sold his name a couple years ago. What was it, 10 years ago? Like, he actually leased his name to the point where, you know, with the Trump hotels, the Trump Taj Mahal, like, you know,
he's about $1.
Yeah, someone actually bought into who he was. So technically, he's not even his own person, and I don't think people realize that he has filed bankruptcy multiple amount of times, and yet this is the person that you say, yeah, he has my voice, and this is who I want to hear.
I think that he's a great showman. Person. He's an awesome showman.
Acting.
Great for television.
And he looks great in front. He sounds great and he looks great in front of the camera. And that's what they need. That's what they need. They need a showman.
They need someone to keep those ratings up.
Yeah, they need someone. It's just like presidential reality TV.
That's exactly what it is.
And you have everybody watching him simply because he is currently the voice of, I'm freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want to say, and that's what he's protecting himself with, is the freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want, do whatever, say whatever I want, say it however I want, and really have no repercussions behind it. However, if he's looking to be a real presidential candidate, there is no way, for me, I don't know about anybody else, I'm going to vote for a showman. I need to know exactly what you're going to do. He has no plan. He has no outline. He has no outlook.
Right.
It's everything that he has.
And I would never vote for somebody who gets in Twitter beefs every day either.
But
the most disturbing thing to me.
You're on social media. You're on social media more than
all day,
the reality
every day.
stars.
But if you think about it, he's making a mockery of our election and the fact of years to come down the line, what people will do.
Right. And I mean, and if you want to just put it in simpler terms, he's the clown that comes out before the circus starts.
Yeah, but it makes it hard for people to take our election seriously, to take us seriously, because he's standing up here doing this.
Right, and then you have to look at our younger generation.
That's what I was just
because
about to
in
say.
regards to our younger generation, they see all of the buffoonery that's going on now, and everything that he's saying, and everything that's happening in the political realm. They're confused on, okay, so where should I go? What should I do?
Right.
This is just a huge circus, just as you said.
Where I think it's most. I'm sorry. Where I think
we don't know. They don't know where to go and where to turn.
Totally.
And I think where it's most damaging is with young children.
Absolutely.
Because I had a teacher email me recently, and she teaches at a school that's mostly Hispanic children, Latino children, and she said that she sent me actually essays and stuff that they wrote. They're very scared, like, oh, are my parents going to get deported if he becomes? A lot of the Muslim kids are being bullied and tormented at school because their parents who are racist are turning this into their children who are racist, and a lot of these kids who are Muslim and Mexican and everything now are literally scared, and I think that's just horrible.
It is horrible.
Totally.
It definitely is. And thank you guys. We run out of time, but thank you so much for talking about this hot topic and giving your opinions. And all we can do is just pray. They say take the prayer out of the school, put the prayer back in the school, but in the state in which we're heading, not even for the election, but just the fact that people's true colors are just constantly being revealed, and the scales are coming off our eyes, and we're seeing America as it is, and it hasn't really come that far. We'll be right back.
And now listen to your mama. The world is a dark, cruel place without money. So no matter how you get it, laying on your back or printing it yourself, make sure you get it.
I'm worried about you. I already lost my mom. I don't want to lose you either.
I don't want you worrying about me. I got me. I want to change my life, baby. I want to get off the dark side.
I'm gonna be ready in a minute.
How may I help you today?
I would like to make a deposit. It's the first time that we're dealing with these folks, so we just need to be careful.
Excuse me, miss. Did you drop this?
Stop wasting my damn time. Give me what I need, or your ass is going to jail.
I've got the photos.
I'm just tired, man.
Tired of what? Money?
Man, I'm sick of all the changes we had to go through to get you the money. We need to make an exit plan. My name is Armani Iman, and I am the CEO of Mosaic Entertainment House.
Ain't nothing wrong with being scared. Fear keeps you alert.
Fuck normal.
Make sure you get it.
Hi, I'm Armani, and welcome back. I'm still joined by my beautiful co-host, Nicola. And this is the time of the show where we will spotlight a video. We have our people go through and, because I've got music industry background and you've got music industry background. So we go through all the submissions and we pick that one video we think you might want to see. So today we are going to spotlight J. Peel.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All of Me.
All of Me.
Check it out.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on with you?
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
I'm good. Just sitting here thinking about you.
Yeah, I've been thinking about you all night.
Yeah.
What you wearing?
Why don't you come find out?
You got jokes, huh? Alright, let me handle some business and I'll be right there.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
I can't wait to see you.
Peace.
Beat it up, hanging off the headboard, knocking. If you want it, I can beat it up, hanging off the headboard, knocking.
You want romance, baby, but you have no idea what it is. Sex ain't better than making up. Let me show you what you've been missing. I'm gonna love you down. And don't sound when I give you all of me, baby. When I give you all of me, baby. You're gonna like how I put it down. Yeah, I wanna feel you, wanna touch you, wanna rub you, wanna lay your body down. And there's so many things I could do to you. I give you all of me, baby.
Beat it up, hanging off the headboard, knocking. If you want it, I can beat it up, hanging off the headboard,
That body's a drug. It's taking control of me. You. I can feel it in my body, babe. Just let it take over me, yeah. I love it when we're making love. You know I love it when we're making love. I don't wanna freak you, baby. I wanna make love to you, baby. When I give you all of me, baby. When I give you all of me, baby. Ooh, all of me, baby. When I give you all of me, baby. So sit down by the fireplace, and let me kiss you in your favorite place. And baby, hold my hand there, baby. Wanna hear you scream my name, baby. Oh.
Wow, J. Peel, All of Me.
Hot song.
Hot song,
Yeah.
right? So what I need you guys to do is kind of, tweet us, Instagram us, vote for it so we can get it out there and let that budding young artists know that his music is really hitting the spot, right?
Yeah.
All of me. You may put it in my playlist.
I know that's right. I don't know.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us today. We had some wonderful guests. Again, my beautiful co-host, Nicola Blandon. And then we had the ever phenomenal Zane, the author. Oh, my goodness, right?
Sex Chronicles, y'all know what you missing.
And, of course, the boss that's like a boss, that's already a boss, Amber Grimes.
Okay.
Yeah, and her Power Woman Sweat, not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
No, I see you at the 4-hour gym.
And then Julian Lark with his Revel lip gloss. And then I told him I wanted one. I wonder if he left. I don't know. And then we also had the brand manager extraordinaire by Tua Gunson. You see him. He had on his Burberry, was repping the Bentley, the whole 9 yards. So we had an action-packed show that kind of, again, went behind the scenes and showed you all the different moving parts that it takes to make a production work. That's what you'll always get when you tune into the network. See you next time.